Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Tar Heels will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will take the field first. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. UConn will have to punt it away. He gets the first one off. Hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made it. Before being run out of bounds. So North Carolina's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Shows him the stiff arm. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Put 6 on the board.
And we highlighted the quarterback early, and he delivers early. How about that, man? The first drive of the football game, they go right down the field, and it's his arm that delivers. When they needed it, finding a way to fit the ball into the receiver to get this game started off on the right foot.
He'll bring it out. It's Lang. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Christian. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Spins away from the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There's a crease.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Christian. Breaks the tackle. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He's down at the 1, and they almost almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Powers forward. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Husky. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff from the shotgun. Got a little grass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. There he goes. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. Drake continues to fight for yards. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Oh, he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Lang. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the option. Ran through the contact. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Might as well give it to him again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the catch. It's Bowers. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 6 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Bulldogs, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a down.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. The special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone. Taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Connecticut head coach told me at the half. He said there have got to be some major changes right now for his defensive side of the ball. They have given up 3 unanswered touchdowns, and he knows they are reeling. He said halftime was a good opportunity for us to recollect our thoughts, make a couple of adjustments, but right now their offense has the ball to start the third quarter. They need to extend this drive, gain some momentum so their defense can get things back together here on the sidelines. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 47 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's shipped. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Running inside. It's Bowers.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Breaks loose. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Edwards. Plucks it out of the air. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Give to the back. Finding some room. At the 20. Touchdown, Husky. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. Situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here. Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to throw, it's Edwards. He lets one fly deep.
I think as a quarterback, you get before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, UNC! Makes the grab in the corner. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Ross. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. UConn quick to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the 2nd half when things are getting tight.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you
makes a grab and room to run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's a touchdown. It is. So a play in which there is a flag on. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lang. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now they'll run the draw. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. He leaves it with the back. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put